Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all well. This is day 2 of my writing challenge, and I actually worked out last night it's not 6 weeks at all, it's 7 weeks that I have to do this for, so it's a little bit longer than I thought, but I hope if you come along with me on the journey, you'll find some sort of inspiration every day, or something will touch you, or something will make you think about things in your life. So yeah, I hope it will be a good journey for both of us along the way. So it's a 7-week journey. I always do a meditation before I sit down. Oh, that's my camera. I always do a meditation before I sit down to write and to work, essentially. And this morning I had a very, very strong presence sit on my left side. Very strong. It's a lady. It's a goddess, actually. An African goddess called Oshun, Oshun. She guided me all the way when I was with Christian, retracing his steps in Africa. She's appeared back now. It's funny with this talk of Black Lives Matter at the moment. I haven't commented on this at all, but I have lots of thoughts. But they might come out as we go along. But anyway, I have my goddess with me now. I have a problem with getting distracted by things. And this reminder is that I have to not get distracted through these weeks. This is something I have put off writing this book for a long time. I have written a book. Christian and I have written a book, actually. We wrote it in, must have been October 2018. So I found out about Christian being dead in May, the 1st of May 2018, and by October we'd already written a book. It was the first book we wrote. I've titled this little chat this morning about why a writer needs a writing mentor and a community. That's really for me. I was working with a coach, and I can't remember, Sarah, if she I think I'd already organised to work with her before I found out about Christian, and you know, she was just there ready to pick me up and keep me going when the news of Christian's death came through to me. She was there to, we all need supporters in life. We all need, we call them radiators. You need people who give you warmth and are optimistic for you, who push you forward, who give you wings as well. You know, we all need these people. I found those people and energies in spirit for me, first of all, and then they get translated when you're ready. You also need people in the physical world to come and support you as well. A lot of that is asking for help. You have to ask for help. You have to recognize you need help, and you need to ask for help. And then people come into your life and they help you. You know, the work I do now is that person. I am the helper, the healer, the supporter. But why I, as a writer, published writer or an author, now need a writing mentor and a community around me is because, I need to keep focused and I need to do this. So Christian and I, the first book we wrote together is Lost and Found. That's all backwards, isn't it? I've put a link in the main on the Facebook post. We wrote this, October 2018, and it came. The process I write, the way I write, and the way I've written all my books actually is, especially I always write non-fiction. It takes a lot of time for things to percolate. Okay, so take for example, our story that I'm going to be writing now. Obviously, it's a story that covers 17 years. It's a lot of the time only when you've kind of finished a section of life and you look back at it and you see all the links, you see all the things that you think were coincidental, you actually see were there for a reason. So all these little jigsaws pieced together. I used to do memoir writing with people as a ghostwriter, and they used to tell me their whole story. And you could see the paths that led to this and that and the decisions and the major sort of, I don't know what I used to call them, sort of like the main turning points in a life. If you did your whole life on a linear line and then marked it off with events through the years, that suddenly standout moments, you'll see a pattern and you'll see what led to what, and you'll have lots of aha moments. And what very often, people used to come to me as a ghostwriter, not, it's overwhelming when you think about writing about a life, and the story I'm thinking about I will write now, it's kind of like overwhelming because you have so much life. What do you leave in? What's sort of superfluous? Christian tells me a lot about KISS, keep it simple, sweetie. That's what he tells me all the time, because I tie myself in knots. And, part of the reason why I've backed off from doing this story is because it's so big. It's so big. And yes, I had this coach, Sarah, and she just said, you have to do this. And Christian was saying, you have to do this. Everyone was saying I had to do this book, the Lost and Found book. So there was a lot of things that were percolating. It took a couple of months for things. When I've got ideas, I have big sheets of paper and I write ideas and see where they link and all of that. That's the kind of research and the sort of, what is it? It's the sort of sifting process, I think, is probably another word for it. And then when I actually sit down to write, I write and it all kind of gets downloaded, and it flows really easily. And I've done it with all my books, and the one I did with Christian, you'll see there are handwritten messages through the book, and they were all downloaded from Christian. And that's when we first really started to show people that we did this automatic writing. Anyway, so that's the kind of process how I write non-fiction. But now I have to really sit down with a community and with the lady who's leading this, the courses I'm doing is called Beth. She's a writer. And it's really just to keep myself accountable, to keep myself on track. It's a community as well as just the coaching. And we all need supporters. And there's another thing, you can put off doing this. I'm putting off doing this book in some ways because it means that I have to concentrate on the book. It means I can't necessarily do lots of healing with people. So there's a financial aspect to it, and the time aspect. We've got kids still at home, or one child still at home doing homeschooling and all of that. So it's putting the time and the money kind of aside, and you have to stick with the commitment. So something has been said recently to me is, if you had all the time and money in the world, what would you be doing now? And that kind of gives you really what you should be doing now. You should be doing what you love, which is for me is writing, and being with Christian, working still with Christian, and telling our story. It's a sacred story and it needs to be told. And I can't deviate this time. I've deviated for at least 18 months. And I can hear, obviously you can't see what's around me and what's within me, but I feel like I want to cry actually, because it's taken me this long to get here. And it's like they're finally going, thank God she's she's doing it now. I have a well, we all have a huge group of supporters unseen. Some people can see their supporters, obviously, but yeah, you just have to know everybody has unseen support in the spirit realm. You know, we all do. We all do. It's whether you open and whether you listen and you take note of the little things, because they all come in. They all speak and show you little things. They don't do big "I'm here" kind of things. It's a silent, it's a stillness. You hear it in the stillness, and that's why I write, and that's why, you know, all the people I work with, actually, most of them are now writing or creating daily in a. It's kind of like that's where you hear things and you feel things and you get your little messages. It's in that stillness. So writing, I love doing, and I've been doing. You know, I've been writing since I was, I don't know, so at least 20 years. I've been a journalist or a writer in some description, and that is what I love doing. And so I'm making time to do it, feeling that I have all the time and all the money in the world to be able to do it. Yeah, so I think that's about all I need to say. So have a lovely Sunday, everybody, and I will be back tomorrow morning. I've actually got a call to make at 10. Very exciting, because I'm hopefully going to get somebody who's going to help me with all the social media posting and things that I don't enjoy doing, so I can just concentrate on what I do enjoy doing, which is this. Yeah, so at some point, and I also need to, so each day I'm going to be given some kind of little hint or something to write about. So I obviously need to do the writing, and then I will come back and report and see what's come up for me. And I guess that might be something that might also prod you. You might also need a little bit of something each day just to have a think about. So sending lots of love, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.